Welcome back. Randal Spade here to another Doctor Who episode as it's another Doctor Who competing. Fuck. Ha ha! Shut up, Dr. Apace. It's not funny. We're in an ad break. We'll be right back. Fucking cunt. Anyway, a rival Doctor Who competing YouTube fucking Twitch series out here. Hoovy and PNW, this fucking cunt. And my God, we had to sit through an ad break for her garbage ass. Non-canon, of course, because all the doctors are non-canon to this mainline series. Let's see what this cunt has to offer, huh? Running around like an idiot, of course. She's the Doctor Who gamer out there who doesn't want to be called the Doctor until she gets a PhD in school. Are you kidding me? Pickaxe and everything over here. Getting health. What does she have that Dr. Apiece doesn't? Well, that's what we're figuring out. Nobody believes me and said there's others. Clearly there are. Because even the Doctor Apiece, as this Dr. Whovian over here, PNW, we're going to call her Dr. PNW. As Dr. PNW running around looting. And my goodness, as this other competing Doctor Who series out here. And my goodness, as she's scrambling around looting, looking for shit, probably looking for the dildo. You know, she'd fucking take a Dalek dildo and shove it up her ass. Ha ha! Yeah, you like that, don't you? Anyway, let's see what she has to offer, huh? Let's see if she brings anything to the table worth concerning ourselves. Not that there's need to concern ourselves, but the reason these other doctors are being monitored is just to see what these other Doctor Who competing series have to offer. As what she's doing is running around like an idiot, going to the Deathstalker guy. She's got 40 guns in her arsenal. All the same gun, by the way. Not very bright. She doesn't play Fortnite that often. But hey, she's got something the Doctor Apiece doesn't. Uh-huh. Yeah, she does. She has something you don't. Uh-huh. You know what she has? Affiliate. You ain't laughing now, huh? Anyway. She doesn't really offer much, does she? Not much for competition out here. At least the Doctor Apiece gives a shit, kinda. Her, she just kind of just streams randomly and be like, I'm streaming, hello. And that's it. Like I said, a lot of these other doctors are bland. Wasn't pulling that bullshit out of my ass, that's a fact. Just running around, Doing nothing. And yes, I am aware all these casting episodes are low quality. See? I don't give a shit. Production budget. We took a hit. Accept it. Not concerned with the quality, at least with these. We're casting other people. Doesn't have to be good quality. The only quality that matters is what the doctor is actually doing. When he competes, that's where the quality needs to be. But casting all these other people can be as low quality as possible without care. As they're just running around. I feel like the Doctor of Peace has more action. So he's got that over her. Ha ha! Yeah, now you're laughing. And my goodness. And she's running around. Doing nothing. Turning around. Running around. Like, seriously. This is what the competing Doctor Who series are all about, man. Just generic ass shit. You got the Doctor of Peace, as stupid as he is. At least it's entertaining. With the others, it's bland. See? Bland. Ha ha. Like, my goodness. We gonna get any action? She's 7 minutes in and we're still at 0 kills. And now she's getting lit up. She gonna fight? Barely. Spraying and praying. Spraying and praying. My goodness. Is she gonna fight? Hello, yeah, kill Darth Call. Now I got this other doctor on me. Oh, shut up, Darth Call. You got your piece from me. Stop complaining. My God, she's still at 0. Like I said, generic and bland. Ha ha! Are you laughing at her or are you laughing at Darth Call dying? He better be laughing at her. Shut up, Darth Call. You got your piece. I did get my piece. Groundhog Day. On demand on Doctor Who. Thank you for the plug. You're welcome. I'm going to go into another match now. Okay, goodbye, Darth Call. I'll see you later. Good luck with the episode, roasting this cunt. Thank you. I will. See, I like having peace with people. You got to make peace with some people. And she's engaging, almost died, spraying and playing. My goodness. She's still at 0 kills, though. She's taking everybody's elimination now. Eating cheesy poofs. Ha ha! Yeah, I know you like cheesy poofs, Dr. Peace. I know. And we're 10 minutes almost in and she has no kills. Like, my God. I told you it was bland. These other doctors, nobody even first of all, no one thought I was telling the truth that there's 9 other doctors. Clearly here that here's one of them. There's your proof. Second, I told you they were bland and boring. And, well, 0 kills 10 minutes in. Yeah, doctor ain't lying. And my God. Are we going to see action, or is her team just going to do all the fight? Imagine being the doctor and having everybody else fight for you instead of, As her team gets knocked, as now she's fighting, beaming, losing the health, another guy coming. What is she doing? And she knocks him and finally gets a kill. My God, took her 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Popping a slurp, getting lit up, reloading, going for the minis, kind of risky. Popping a mini, boom, 1 mini down. Popping a second, even though she's over 50, makes no sense. Not very bright on game awareness. Ha ha! Oh, shut up. I've seen you do that too, Dr. Apiece. Let's not fucking lie about that. I just never mentioned it. And one of them's got a Kenny medallion. You think this doctor would go for a Kenny medallion. But then again, none of these doctors are canon within each other's doctors, so. As now, Dr. PNW my goodness. Switching a purple lightning gun for a gold. I don't even think the Doctor of Peace would be that stupid. Ha ha! My God, what, is she... I don't know. Instead of fucking swallowing the semen, I think she's snorting it. Crusty, when it's crusty and stuff. What do you mean that's disgusting? That's the point. Don't yell at me. I know what I said. How else would you explain her picking up the purple for the gold? Come on now. She loses some brain cells snorting that shit. Think about it. Ha ha. Probably snorting the doctor's... Alright, we're not going to get there. This is getting weird. But hey, Randal Spade here. As we're 13 minutes in, as her team's in trouble, what is she doing? Pickaxing them with an axe? Swapping to the lightning gun, swapping back to a gun, back to the lightning gun, spraying and praying, barely getting the lion guy, who's a bot, by the way. What is she doing? She's flinching, she's panicking like crazy, gets knocked. Like I said, the rival competing Doctor Who series, my God, they don't stand a chance compared to Doctor Who right here. With 9 years of history and a video library, which you can see all on demand. What does she offer? She ain't got what it takes, it seems like. My goodness. It's a message. I told you some of them are worse than the Doctor of Peace. But at least the Doctor of Peace is entertaining. And what is going on? She's panicking again. Going right for the enemy on 25 health. They're on the tree. I don't think she realizes that, though. If she gets the win, but the Doctor of Peace doesn't, is wild. And definitely getting a win as they're using a Kenny medallion. What is she shooting at? Picking up the med kit. As this is a mess. Sloppy ass gameplay from a sloppy ass doctor. And the competition is laughable. They're in the cave. What is she doing? Spraying and praying on a guy on the ground. What is she doing? And I thought the Doctor of Peace had no intelligence. Ha ha! It's a damn disaster of a doctor. This has to be one of the worst adaptations of Doctor Who I've ever seen on the game. We'll be right back after these messages. Ha ha! Ha ha! Uno. Do you like Uno? See classic Uno matches and moments featuring Master, Shane, and many more, and Baja, all on demand on Doctor Who. Welcome back, Randal Spade here to the main event of this episode as Dr. PNW in another match. The sloppy doctor. She's sloppy for a lot of reasons. Gameplay. Go. Yeah, that too. And my goodness, as she steps down, she should step down as a doctor and quit her Twitch, but hey, teach your own, I guess. She goes for the chest that somebody already looted, like clueless as fuck. Like, seriously. You got some weird-ass Doctor Who competing gamers out here. A lot of them are cringe. A lot of them are messy and sloppy and disastrous. And my goodness gracious. They just don't have the it factor, unfortunately. Say what you want about the Doctor of Peace. He's a lot of things. He had one good idea and it worked very well. I'm not going to discredit him, but that's one good idea. He's a mess now, but at least he's entertaining. At least he grinds. At least he fights. At least he cares a little bit. Some of these others really don't care. They're just sloppy and disastrous and I don't know. Call it casual, but it ain't casual. It's sloppy. Sloppy adaptations. And that's the funny part. But hey, teach your own, I guess. And she's looting. It's probably the best she could do is just loot. She can't fight. She barely gets through that door. At least Doctor of Peace can get through the door. Ha ha! My God, she hitting the barrel, getting the 50 health. She ain't a complete moron. She's running around. Do you have any idea where she's going? I don't know. For the record, I want to say she's not really a Fortnite player. We're just casting it. I'm Randal Spade, by the way, broadcaster here on Doctor Who. And we're casting this because she is a competing Doctor Who series. But she's not a Fortnite player. She streams single-player games and stupid games. And they're really not worth casting. So, when this was seen by our scouts, it had to be put full effect emergency to be casted, to put together an episode, and here we are. Very disappointing episode. Not as disappointing as the Shotgun Shane one, but hey, teach your own, I guess. But at least Shotgun Shane got kills in his win. Ha ha! As now she's AFK, pausing, going in the house, up the stairs, looking at them hit the barrels. She doesn't go for the barrels. Like I said, sloppy. Sloppy ass adaptation. My goodness. You thought the Doctor of Peace was a mess. I never said Doctor of Peace was the worst doctor out of the bunch. If he was, we wouldn't be covering him so much. See, Doctor of Peace, regardless of what you want to say, is the closest thing to competition out of every other doctor. At least his doctor has a character development a little bit. Not the best, but he grinds. He cares. He has a goal. He doesn't complete the goal, but at least he has an idea of identity. These doctors are all just sloppy. And we will get to the others eventually, in due time. It's only when they release something worth casting, because a single player game ain't gonna cut it for casting. And my goodness, as they're about to go to this house over here, and you're watching Doctor Who, if you're watching, probably not. You know, we don't have a following because the Doctor is controversial. Understandable. He's not liked. But hey, he's successful. You're watching the longest running Doctor Who series out there, with 9 years worth of adventures, stats, wins, and everything in between. Many games, many clans. A massive video library of 7,000 adventures. Puts every other doctor out there to shame, including and the one you're watching right now. And every other. All 10. As they're moving forward, and she's still at 0 kills, and we're 7 minutes in. Oh, the stuff they make me cast, but this is actually important to cast, even though it doesn't seem important. Just proof that there are other doctors out there, and the doctor wasn't running his mouth to just make a big deal out of something that's not. Like, clearly she's a Doctor Who themed gamer. She might not call herself the Doctor, only because she's so hardcore on that PhD bullshit. But hey, teach your own, I guess. Like, look at her combat skills. It's worse than the Doctor of Peace. My God, clear as day. And she's crawling for her life. She doesn't even know you can roll now if she gets killed. And remember, she's 0 and 1 now. And her team is falling apart. Like, the Doctor of Peace at least makes it far on his own. Like, she has a full team, and she could barely get it done. Like I said, this Doctor Who adaptation is laughable. As Cartman runs away. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. As this is the main event, win, lose, or draw, we're not going to keep watching this shit. In fact, we're probably never going to cast her again. We just wanted to show you that there are others out there. And that we're not lying out of our gums. Proof matters as she's getting rebooted by Spider-Man. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Oh, shut up. We're not doing that again. As she gets rebooted, she steps on down. She needs to step up, though, and lock the fuck in and kill somebody. Where is she going? Like, where is she going? To her TARDIS? Does she even know where her TARDIS is? My goodness. I told you it was sloppy. And she's dead again. Clueless. Probably the worst adaptation yet. As her Spider-Man is the only one doing something, you gotta expect it out of Peter. And her team's dead, and my God, that wraps up a sloppy adaptation of a sloppy Doctor Who gamer and a sloppy competing series. My God. I'm Randal Spade. Till next time, so long and good night.